visit some brother out on my call. This is the moment you're meant to know.
Well, hello there, sunflowers, and how are you? Well, this is great news. This is amazing. Apparently, allegedly, the rumor on the street is Timothee Chalamet might be posing or have a secret identity as a UK based rapper named SD Kid. Ease D Kid. Ease D Kid, as you see right here, we got Timothy, and then the person next to him, that's the artist. And people are thinking, they're just like, if you look at it, they look like they have the same eyes when he does this. And the guy is always covering his face. And do you guys see it in here? No, you don't. But there's a particular scarf that this Estee kid was wearing recently, and people were just like, Timothy Chalamet just has a scarf just like that. And then also, they said that Timothée Chalamet was just recently seen in Italy or France, the same place where Estee Kid was performing. So because of that, it's just a bit suspicious that Timothée Chalamet happens to be in the same location as his look-alike doppelganger, living a double life version of himself is. So it's quite suspicious. Is it all lining up? And you're just like, well, where's the basis of this? Because Timothée Chalamet is a actor. Oh, no. Oh, no. Timothée Chalamet is not just an actor. Allegedly, and you can pull this up on TikTok and online, Timothée Chalamet, it makes total sense now why Kylie Jenner was attracted to Timothy, because he has a rapper bone in his body dating back to high school at a talent show, not just once, not just twice, maybe 3 times or more. So that you guys do with that what you may. So Timothy was a rapper. He enjoyed rapping. I'm gonna play some video clips for you guys, and it just would make sense that this could be Timothy in a disguise. After all, why would Timothy want to come out as a rapper now when he's been an actor for so long? So because of that, and because this person wants to stay anonymous with their identity, it's like, well, why do you want to stay anonymous? Most artists wants to get their name and face out there so they can get fame and recognition, but you don't want that. You're just in it for the talent and the arts. So what is this? This is odd. This is different from an artist. So all this around Estee Kid has got people theorizing that this has to be Timothée Chalamet given his past. Now I will play some video clips for you guys, and hopefully YouTube allows me to play the clips because it's him singing, even though you can't really hear the music in the background, but we'll see, hopefully.
Good music or bringing it back. What's wrong with that kid? Does he think that he's black? Chop! Timmy Tim, the Timmy Tim chop. Timmy Tim, the Timmy Tim now chop. Hey, now chop.
I'm just playing little snippets and clips in here. Hopefully you guys can get it. But as you see, Timothy rapping. Just saying.
Hey, now chop. Hey, now chop. Hey, now chop.
Timothy was serious. He was committed to the bit. He was that star on the stage. And like they joke around these days, Timothy knew exactly who he was when he delivered those bars. So because of that, it almost makes sense today, if you think about it, that Timothée Chalamet just has this aura, this swag energy to him. Because that's what hip hop does. It gives you swag. It gives you a bit of edge. It gives you a bit of deviation from the norm. It gives you a bit cool, chillax, relaxed vibes. Nothing sweating you, right? That's exactly what hip hop gives you. And that's exactly the kind of vibes Timothy aligns with. And honestly, if I have to go out there and pick somebody that you would just think that when you see him, you just would not think he's a rapper, Machine Gun Kelly. Timothee Chalamet could be like the Machine Gun Kelly of the underground drill rapping, especially in the UK. Let's not forget that Timothee Chalamet is also from the UK. So it's a bit too many coincidences lining up for this to not be Timothy. So because of that, you guys let me know. You guys let me know. If you guys think, let me know down below in the comments. Do you believe, especially with this evidence that I'm bringing to you guys, do you believe that Timothee, the Chalamet, the actor, the one who's dating Kylie Jenner, and we were all just like, why Timothy? He's so different from the norm. It turns out, no, he wasn't, not at all. He was up exactly Kylie's alley. So because of that, tell me down below, do you think Estee Kid? Do you think that this is Timothee Chalamet in disguise? But don't worry, I have more evidence to bring you guys. I have more evidence to bring you guys. More from that song.
Tim chop, Timmy Tim, don't Timmy Tim now chop, hey now chop, hey now chop, hey now chop, hey now chop. Now chop.
Get it, Timothy. Get it. Yes, feel that music, channel that music, become that energy. So because of that, tell me, I wish I could, honestly, if I could play Estee Kid musics for you, I really would. So I could do a side-by-side comparison of this. You tell me, do you think he's a bit auto-tuned? If you listen to Estee Kid before or E Kid, if you ever listened to his music before, or if you go listen to his music and come back to this video, please let me know down below in the comments. A, do you think his voice is auto-tuned? And then 2, tell me, do you think that this could be Timothy in disguise, and that's why he modulated his voice a little bit, so that way people won't be able to distinguish his voice? I mean, sometimes you don't have a singing voice, that's your talking voice, but 8 times out of 10, your talking and your singing voice is going to be within the same range, because that's just how your vocal cords are arranged. So therefore, it wasn't, that's like kind of, and let's not forget, who did Timothee Chalamet act as just recently? Hold up. Bob Dylan was his name. And just recently, he starred in a documentary of a singer. And usually singers sometimes might be a little bit of rappers. So if you think about it, is it too far-fetched to say if he did some singing, even though it's questionable, but then again, he was mimicking Bob Dylan's cadence. But let me tell you, if he was able to put on and act as somebody else, as a singer, I'm sure he can act and put on a different facade and become a rapper. And honestly, that would be a really amazing side hobby. He's like Batman. He's like businessman by day and saving the night and saving people as a hero by night. So that's what I see when it comes to Timothy. He's a actor by day and a underground, underrated drill UK rapper by night. And that's a sentiment I can actually get behind, because it gives Timothy some mystery. If this does prove to be true, I so hope it does prove to be true. And honestly, I'm sorry, Timothy, that you didn't get to unmask your identity for that long before people pieced it together. Like, at least didn't, like, they could have gave you like they could have gave you a year. They could have at least gave you a year with this, but they only give you a few months. So because of that, I'm sorry, Timothy, if your cover has been blown a little bit too early than you would like, but this is just a really amazing story. And why do you want to keep this from us? Please share us all the talents and the jack of all trades that you must be, Timothy, because this right here, I can get behind. That's an aesthetic I can get behind, and that is definitely up Timothy's alley, not just because he has played in Dune and not just because he looks good in darker colors. It's just the simple fact that when we look at his physique, that kind of aesthetic is just going to enhance those features and it's going to play for him rather than against him. So because of that, play up to your strengths or play up to your weaknesses, and make them your strengths. So that's everything that I'm feeling for Timothy. And honestly, hey, maybe if it's the fact that he got in touch with Kylie, and maybe because Kylie has always been around rappers all her life, she was able to show Timothy and get Timothy into the window and get him to become a rapper when he used to couldn't do it before. Or maybe now that his career is finally booming, he now has the money to pay for a second hobby and a second career goal path, especially now that he's finally getting his feet. And he couldn't do it at first, but now he finally can put the time into it. Now that he's finally finding his feet within the industry, and it's not like just a mega boom blast and he's like doing this, doing that all over the place and losing himself. So now that he's finding himself, maybe he's like going back to his roots. I don't know. This is a whole lot of hypothesizing if this SD kid is Timothee Chalamet, which I really hope so much. It would be, I don't want to say it would be sad, but it would just be disappointing because it just would have been a really good double life story. And then last video for evidence to show you guys of Timothy's past rapping. And this one is a different incident. First off, tell me, why is Timothy obsessed with wearing a backpack on his back? Is that supposed to be like some sort of swagger, like inner city type of thing? Like you're always carrying like a bag because that's like what you carry? I don't know. Please enlighten me on why this chooses to be his fashion sense. And those pants are definitely not sagging, but sagging in the sense of being extremely baggy to give the appearance of looking saggy. I know Timothy was the hoot. He was the blast to be around in his school. I can hands down tell you that usually if you have some sort of talent, whether you are a musician or a singer, and well, theater kids, you just get the bad end of the stick. Nobody really likes the theater kids. But if you can sing and if you can rap and if you are, those are pretty much the only two arts that you can really get away with. People will be around you and hype you up. And if you can dance, if you can do those three, people are just going to naturally hype you up because they're gonna be like, oh my God, yo, did you know that this person's a rapper? Oh my God, you got to listen to this person's music. You can't believe they're a rapper. And it's just like everybody's going to talk about and everybody's going to want to know the rapper of the school. And that's what exactly the vibe that I get from Timothee Chalamet. Everybody was just like, oh my God, Timothy. So because of that, I just feel it. People are just like, I got to hang out with the Timothee Chalamet, because he just gives off that cool swagger vibe energy, and it seems to play to his advantage today.
Girl in the school, I got him going crazy. 15-year-old white boy, not Justin Baby. School,
So with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this recap that I have brought to you guys. I've shared every viewpoint and perspective that I could possibly think about when it comes to Timothy and when it comes to this secret life double identity. Can I pull some cards? Shall I pull some cards? Of course. Why not? I will. I'll pull the oracle cards just to see. Does Timothy want to pursue being a rapper? That's what I'm going to ask. Does he want to pursue being a rapper? And based off of what the cards say, will tell me if he's attempting under an alias because he isn't fully confident and ready to own it. Okay. Okay. And sustainable. I don't like that. Um, we see outside. Okay, I also don't like that. And then I see bloodline. Honestly, very fitting. That would make sense here in this case. Um, what I see here when it goes for Timothee Chalamet, and if he's trying to pursue being a rapper, I see this card that says insustainability, and it's something that he wants and has great desire to do, something that he would be willing to try, especially because now that he has the fame and money and the connections and is already have his foot in the industry, then that allows him to be able to finally live out this dream. Yes, Mama Crow.
Do you think that he wants to be a rapper? Because if he's been doing it ever since he was a child, so do you think he want to be a rapper, or do you think he wants to be an actor, or do you think it's both?
I think it's both, because I also see the bloodline card here, and bloodline symbolizes something that's within him, something that he really wants to do.
It's in his blood.
It's
what
in his
about
blood.
that first card again?
Insustainable. Yes. So that meaning it's going to be struggling. Maybe he wants it so bad, and he's going to try to, because when something's sustainable, no matter how much you want it, it's going to be hard to get it or attain it.
Hold on to it.
Or hold on to it. So because of that, that's what I see. And with this outside card.
That was the first one too. And that's something even from his past too.
Yes. Which circles back to that bloodline. And I see this
is something he wants. So before I go to look at the show, I forgot what I was going to ask. It'll come to me as I get to
okay. Oh, okay. So with Timothy, I feel as though with this Estee Kid situation and him possibly having a second identity that we don't know about, I think it's all stemming from possibly maybe a little bit of insecurity with inside of himself, because he's not sure if this is something he can attain, and he doesn't maybe want to come out as like the failure, especially if he was known and had this reputation in high school, to then come out and try to be a rapper when you're an adult and it fails on you, or it doesn't become as successful, especially when back in high school everybody's like, oh my God, I want you to be a rapper, I would love to see you to be a rapper, and then he turns out to be an actor. Then there's like, I knew he was going to go somewhere, but I wish you would have gone with like rapping. So, like all those different kind of things. So if this is the case, I mean, it's slightly the case, the rumors got to stem from somewhere. We do see that he has a past, not once, not twice, but 3 times he has done rapping before. So because of that, it could be something that is plausible for him to do. And he's only doing it under an alias because he's trying to not have it. He's trying to grow this career by himself, and not because of the fact he's Timothee Chalamet. He wants to grow grow as Estee Kid, as somebody who started from scratch. Nobody know who he is, and it's not because he's some big famous actor trying to rap. So because of that, he wants to gain notoriety through a different way. So with that being said, I hope you enjoyed this reading on the possibility of Timothee Chalamet being Estee Kid. And tell me, do you believe in these rumors? Leave your comments down below, and please give this video a thumbs up, and please subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. It would really mean a lot to the channel, and I will see you sunflowers in the next one. Sunflowers.